Hey, welcome to episode 5 of our KSP series, Building a Space Station. Today's going to be a big one, fellas and ladies. Let me bring up our space station model so I can show you what's exactly going to happen. All right, so here she is, just like I show you at the beginning of every episode. Right now, in space, we have our main wing, we have our strut, and we have our branch off here, this module, and the airlock. But the thing is, this strut, I just realized after I made the last episode, is in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be right here, branching off of the hitchhiker storage container, but what I have up in space right now is it branching off of the ILC-18K container, which is not correct. So we just have one more thing we got to do today. What we're going to bring up is some fuel. We should, emphasize on should, fulfill our contract today for the International Space Station contract or whatever it is. It's right down here. Build a new orbital station around Kerbin. We have everything up there good to go except for the 4,000 units of liquid fuel. So we're going to hopefully fulfill this contract, but we won't be done building a space station, not by a long shot. We have plenty to do, as you can see. But today I'm hoping to fulfill this contract, I need to bring up 3 fuel tanks. But today I think we're going to bring up 4, which means it's going to take a while, which means there's going to be probably a lot of editing that goes in this video by the time you get to see it. So we'll bring up this fuel tank, this fuel tank, this fuel tank with the solar panels, plural, connected to it, and this fuel tank with the other solar panels connected to it. But then we're also going to have to move this strut. And I'll probably do that once I connect the first tank and use the probe connected to the first tank to actually move this over here. So we're going to have some EVA work to do as well. Might as well get to it. Let's open up the pre-built rocket that's going to be used to send these fuel tanks up. I already built them in between episodes. So this will be launches 6 and 7. This one's going to be 6. We'll do 6 first. Here's our fuel tank that we're going to bring up. Here's a container with some parts in it that we need. The space station is actually running out of battery life, so I'm going to end up adding some more batteries and some more solar panels and stuff until we can get those bigger ones up there. And a few extra things for Ned Fry to take care of while he's on his EVA. All right, let's launch this bad boy, and hopefully it works.
T-minus 10.
SAS
9,
on.
8.
Turn down my
7,
headset because it
6,
blows my eardrums out.
5,
Throttle up.
4, 3, 2. We have.
There she goes. Go ahead and start rolling into our orbit here. Orbital trajectory. Keeping an eye on our telemetry, making sure everything's nominal. What a beautiful day on Kerbin, I must say. Then again, it always is. Never rains. I wonder how all this grass grows. You can see I have fuel lines connecting the exterior booster tanks with the main engine tank. And what's happening is these boosters are actually feeding into this main tank, so this main engine, although it's firing, isn't using any of this fuel. It's only depleting these boosters, so we can go ahead and get these off quicker and reduce our weight. Let's go ahead and get ready to eject these. Booyah, peace out. And now, as you can see, we still have a full tank right here. Isn't that clever how that works? I think it is quite clever. Let's go ahead and check our trajectory here. Ooh, wow, we're almost there already. Nice. Alright, that should be about right. There's a space station. We'll go ahead and set that as our target. Sweet. Now we're going to be ahead of it, so I want to take my orbit out a little bit from the KISS orbit, the Kerbin International Space Station's orbit. That way it will have the inside track and it can catch up with me. I have plenty of fuel, so that's a good thing, I guess. Let's go ahead and time warp here. And I'll probably cut and edit this video, so you just go straight to seeing me arrive at the space station like magic. Alright. Oh yeah. It's like the Death Star, only not as cool. Nice. Okay, so I need to dock this over here to one side of it. I don't think it really matters which side, so long as we get it docked. Alright, cool. We are in a parking orbit. Let's go ahead and start. Nope, wrong way. Start making our way over there. We don't need this external tank anymore. We can get rid of that. Deuces. So the first thing we're going to want to do is probably get really close and get in a parking orbit so we can unload all this inventory. Okay. That's probably what we're going to want to do before we dock this thing, because we're going to have to dock it butt in first. Does that make sense? Alright. Remember, this is being controlled remotely from Space Center Houston, or Space Station Kerbin, aka me, here in my basement. Alright, looks like we're in a good parking orbit there. Let's go ahead and get Ned Fry out so he can go ahead and unload this stuff. Where you at, Ned Fry? Get out. EVA time, bro. Turn on your headlamp. Grab onto something. Grab. Alright. Let's go ahead and open this up. Inventory. Let me switch over to here. I need to back this up a little bit more. Let's see if that works. Just unloading my stuff. Hopefully it doesn't go too far away in the meantime. There. Got it. Nice. Alright, so we emptied this out. We'll just go ahead and bring Ned Fry back onto this. Come on, Ned Fry, grab that strut thing. Come on, buddy. Can't see. I can't see, Ned Fry. Get back. There you go. Okay, hang out there for a sec, bud. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of this tank now. So let's pull away and let's do that. Reject this in a safe direction away from the space station. Yeah, that should be good. Let's do that right there. Eject. And then we have to turn on these right here. I think that's 2. Sweet. Okay. Now we can go ahead and dock this thing to the space station. Let me roll this around, get it in the right spot. Much more maneuverable now, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and put this one in so I don't break it. Create a bunch of shrapnel field next to my space station. All right. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Let's back this in. Nice and easy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, buddy, we got it. We got our first fuel tank docked, but now we need to move this. Well, wobbling a little bit. Let's turn SAS off for a second so we can get this all settled down. Let's see, this battery should be recharging now. Oh, cool. It's already recharged. I guess I don't really need this retracted or extended right now. So let's switch to Ned Fry. That's not Ned Fry. There he is. All right. We're working, we're working, we're working. Yay. Looks good to me, Bob. We're going to have to retract these so we don't damage them. And we'll probably end up having to move those as well. But we won't have to do that right now, I don't think. Or maybe we should since we're here. Let's just do it. Oh, well, I can't reach that. Now, we're just going to hang tight. All right. Switch back to our tower. Okay. Let's make sure our battery is good on this thing. Oh yeah, we're good. Let's turn on SAS so this thing doesn't float away from us. So we're gonna have to move this, change of plans. We were gonna move this just easily right over to here, but I couldn't really get it straight and level, so we're just gonna end up moving it to the other side. It doesn't really matter. It's still gonna look exactly like our model. Actually, it'll look more so like our model in the hangar because this will be facing up. This will just be on the opposite side it was supposed to be on, but that doesn't matter. All right, so let's go ahead and undock this beast. Okay, this is what I want? Yes. Okay, SAS on, keep this thing from rotating. Whoop, wrong way. There we go. That makes more sense. So what's the best way to get there? Well, let's go ahead and mark this as our target first. Let's go up a little bit. And we can go forward. Okay. Some space construction Doing some construction work in space. Oh yeah, where's my hard hat at? Okay, once we get far enough out, I'll go ahead and turn this. We'll just flip it. That's all we gotta really do. Easier said than done, I am aware. Just like this. Boom. And go forward. This isn't so bad. It's not so bad. Let's keep positive here. Let's keep positive. Looking good, looking good. Easy does it. Let's get it in line first, and then we can straighten out the kinks. Start slowing it down. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, start bringing it in a little bit. Looking good, looking good. It looks pretty straight. We'll go ahead and just level off right here. Let's make sure we got this thing looking pretty decent. Whoops. Whoop, nope, not that way. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Let's see, we can make this go down just a little bit. Oops. Nope, not that way. This way. There we go. This way, this way, this way. Boom! Stay. Okay. I think we got it lined up pretty well. Let's bring her on in. Looking good. Looking good. Up forward a little bit. Forward a little bit. Back a little bit. Here we go. Boom. We're connected. Let's make sure we got it lined up nice and neatly. Oh yeah, that's nice and straight. I like it. Turn off SAS. Let this thing rotate a little bit. Dude. There we go. Now the space station is starting to look like it's supposed to. And we got Ned Fry where he needs to be to strut this thing down. So let's switch to him. Boom. And we link it. Linkovich Chomsky. Oh yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and install a red light on the hatch of the airlock here so we can kind of distinguish it from any other piece of the space station, and so we don't accidentally run into it when we have other craft vessels coming in, what have you. Alright. I think that might work. Let's try it. Let's see how that looks. That looks real good. I like it. Alright, now that we got our tank on here And Ned Fry did some more EVA work. I think we can go ahead and detach the probe end of this fuel tank so we can open it up for another tank to dock. But we'll go ahead and send it up our second tank, which we'll attach to right here. Let's go ahead and undock this one. There it goes. Alright, it's coming together. Alright, fuel tank number 2, space station part number 7. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, we have...
Tanks away. Deploy the shield here. Nice. That's so awesome. I love that. Let's go ahead and dump this tank. There she is. That's cool. I like the little red light I put on there. You can see where the edge of the space station is, so I don't accidentally run into it while we're on the dark side of the Earth like we are right now. Hey, look, it's Africa. No, right here. Where is it? It's like right around here somewhere is where our actual space center is, believe it or not. Okay, so we want to dock this right here, actually. Okay, so we're lined up decently well. Like, or at least we're on the correct side of the space station. How are we doing on electricity? Oh, we're good. We can go ahead and retract this because we're on the dark side anyway. I didn't mean to bring up another container full of supplies. I didn't need to do that. Kind of waste of money, but since I got it up here, I'll take some of the stuff like those struts. I'll take. Might as well keep those up here. Everything else, though, I'll probably just have to pitch. Let's go ahead and just take all the batteries and the solar panels, I guess. We can go ahead and eject that. We don't need it anymore. We'll go ahead and turn on RCS. Push this out of the way. And booyah! We have go for and dock. Nice. Alright, that should be, let's see, 17. That should be about 3,500, I don't know, liters of fuel. I'm assuming it's liters if we're doing metric system. Let's see. You probably can't see this because my face is in the way. Yeah, we have to have 5,000 units. So we have one more tank to go before we fulfill that, but we're going to end up bringing 2 more tanks. First, let's separate. Man, I got that pretty lined up. Good for me. Good for me. I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't have to do that, but I did it. Let's go ahead and eject this probe. We don't need it no mo. Sure this is the right one. Yep. Peace out, bro. Thanks for the help. I'm going to send Ned Fry over here to take these solar panels off and some of these struts we don't need on there anymore. Clean it up a little bit. So let's do that. Hey, ring. I wonder if I can fly right through that. Let's see how good I am. Hey, looky there. Oh. Oh, you can't fly through it. How about that? Huh. That's funny. Alright, enough fun and games. Down to business. Whoa, where are you going, dude? Pay attention. Alright, you're going to fly off into space. Okay. 2 more tanks to go. Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2. We have a sequence.
It's away. Deploy our shield, our fairings. Nice. And our solar panels. Everything's looking good. Go ahead and ditch this tank again. Ned Fry, welcome back out to space. Do your spacewalk, buddy. Go do your job. Oh, there's Ned Fry just floating around. That's cool. That's cool. I guess he wants a good view of this docking. Can't say I blame him. Okay, so where's our handrail at? It's on this side? Yeah, it's on this side. So this side needs to face this way. So let's roll this thing up, wrong way. Let's roll it this way. There we go. Oh, too far. There we go. Perfect. Here's when those... Oh, I forgot. I need to turn on these. There we go. That might be why I'm having such trouble maneuvering this thing. Got to even it out. Forget to activate those after I jettison that container, because I use the ones on the container before I switch these over. All right, let's make sure we're getting lined up here before we dock this thing. All right, are we straight? Need to get this thing parallel. I'm using the solar power or solar panels to kind of run parallel here with the station. So I'm trying to get these parallel. that should be about right. Okay. Let's back this thing in. Here we go. I think we're good. Come on. Come on. Boom. Perfect docking. Nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and close these. There's Ned Fry. Let's go ahead and open the... Yeah, let's open these up. First, we'll open up this radiator panel just in case we need it, because these are going to generate a lot of heat, I imagine. So now let's go ahead and open these up. I've never used these before, so they should generate a lot of charge, I would imagine. Yeah, look at that go. Now once these fully charged, that's going to be a lot of extra power, which means our radiator panel should. It's cooling. Looks like we're doing all right. Man, those things charge these batteries fast. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and get Ned Fry so he can do his work that he needs to do to clean up this other fuel tank. Let's see, did we complete our mission? We should have this complete. Our contract right here, this is build a new orbital station around Kerbin. Build a new station that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. Yeah, we got that. 6 Kerbals, 5,000 units, 4,000 maintain stability for 10 seconds. Put your station in orbit of Kerbin. Yeah, we should have this completed. Let me jettison this because we don't need this anymore. So let's go ahead and do that. And there it goes. So my station was built after I accepted the contract. I have antennas right here. Let's see, I have several docking ports. This being one, this being one, you know, right here's 2. So I got plenty of those. I mean, here's some more. And I can generate power. A lot of power with these, okay, and these over here, but it's still not giving it to me. And from research I did online, the problem might be some of the mods I'm using. So if that's the case, then I'm just not going to be able to complete this this contract, even though I have completed it. But that's okay. I'm not doing this so much for completing the contract as I am to have a really sweet space station orbiting Kerbin that I can use as a fueling station to move on to Duna. So we're going to go ahead and finish out this episode with launching one more fuel tank and docking it right here. And then we'll call it a day. So let's finish it up. Okay, so as you can see, just to get one fuel tank onto the KISS, the Kerbal International Space Station, it costs just over $200,000. So that's pretty expensive, but that's also a lot of fuel. Now, I actually, as you can see, only have $302,000, and I didn't have that after my last launch. So I had to take a break and complete another couple missions. One of those being I landed my first rover on the moon to collect temperature surveys in different regions, and I actually have some screenshots of that you're looking at right now. It was actually really difficult to do that, and I just managed to pull it off by the skin of my teeth. So, but the reason I added these docking ports here is because in order for me to land that rover, I figured out that I actually have to refuel with the space station. So I actually had to use the space station to complete that mission so I could get more money to launch this last piece. So I figured out that since I took some of that fuel, I want to get that fuel back. So I'm going to refuel this space station when we go up this time. And I know that we don't use all the fuel when we launch these big tanks up there. So I put a docking port right here on this one and a docking port right here on this one. So after we get in a parking orbit around the space station, we'll go ahead and undock this fuel tank and then dock with it here and then connect this tank like we normally would to the space station. And then we'll go ahead and transfer fuel from this tank into the tank that we used on the space station. And then we'll go ahead and undock this and then we can take off these ports. So a little mini mission inside this mission. Let's do it.
3.
Okay, that's close enough. All right, so let's go ahead and shut this engine down and undock it. All right, pull away a little bit. Retract this. See how we're looking here. I think we're not looking too shabby. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me get my... No, I don't want to spin this into a rotation. Come on now. Not again. Come on, baby. Got it. Oh my goodness. Where's the space station? Oh my goodness. That was tough. And we're going to have to back this thing in. This thing is a little lopsided, a little bit. Kind of hard to steer, kind of hard to fly, but we're doing what we can. I'm not worried about aligning this properly quite yet. I just want to get it docked, empty out that fuel tank, and then I'll undock the fuel tank, and then we can fix the alignment of this fuel tank. Got it. All right. Whew. Why is it never easy? All right, let's go ahead and refill this tank. I believe it's the one. Yep, that's the one. So, da-da, da-da, out. And we're filling up our fuel tank. Boom. Nice. Okay. So, we don't need this anymore. We can go ahead and undock it. And we'll go ahead and straighten up this alignment. Now I need to find my little thing. This side with the little handrail right here needs to face this way, I believe. So turn it. Boom. All right. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty freaking good, I gotta say. All right. Go ahead and test these solar panels. Hopefully they don't generate too much heat. Extend panel. Extend panel. Let's keep an eye on our radiator panels here. Looks like they're holding pretty steady. Looks good. All right. We finally have a space station that's looking more like a space station. Excellent. There she goes. Adios. And now we need to get Ned Fry to take this little cap off here, this little docking port off. later, player. Have fun. So that goes. Okay. I don't think I really have to do much else. I do need to take off these solar panels, so I can go ahead and do that. I don't need these solar panels anymore. We have plenty of solar panels. I'll leave a few up for like backup, but I'm not going to leave that many up. And we're just going to end up ditching them. We don't even need to keep them. That's it. Alright, your job is done for today, Ned Fry. You can return back to the space station. Lovely. Look at all that space debris. Alright guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of Building a Space Station in Kerbal Space Program. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and add another one of these living modules here to the main branch of our space station. Till the next time, thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Stay righteous.